Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Wayne Morris with WHHI-TV.
And I'm your host, Carrie Smoot Manning with the Village Spa.
And today we are coming to you from, as you can see, Hilton Head Regional Hospital. And our first guest is from the hospital, Kelly Presnell. She's the Director of Public Relations and Marketing, and she's going to talk about her Bluffton, new huge building in Bluffton.
She's a very busy woman.
Yeah, they got a lot going on.
And then our second guest is Mr. Dean Roberts. He is here to represent Encore Professionals Group, which is a really neat group. And then lastly is Miss Hannah Horn.
Yeah, with the Chamber. She's going to be talking about their Tech Tuesday classes, which are going to help small businesses get up to speed on the fast-paced technology industry.
Yeah, so make sure that you come back and join us for more 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.
843 TV, where the town of Hilton Head Island comes to speak.
843 TV, where Defusky Island comes to speak.
843 TV, where the Hilton Head Island Bluffton Chamber comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak. We are now joined by Ms. Kelly Presnell, who is the Director of Public Relations and Marketing for the Hilton Head Hospital System. How are you?
Great, thanks.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Good. So if you've been in Bluffton lately, you've ridden by your new building, which is fantastic. We were just talking about. Tell us everything that's going on out there. It's been about 7 months, is that right?
It is.
And so how's it going? How's business out there?
Business is great. We're all thrilled. The patients are giving us overwhelming positive feedback on the building and the convenience of it. That's how we designed it, as a one-stop shop for service out there, so that the patient can visit their physician, get their labs drawn, get imaging done, all in one-stop shop. It's in a convenient location, so volumes are up over projected numbers. So we're very, very happy about the building right now.
Good. It's a beautiful building. I mean, I know Bluffton's so important for the future and now too. So y'all have done a very good job with that building.
There's room to grow. Yeah. You know, it's on a big 12 acres, so we do have, plans to eventually build on, add more services to that particular location.
That's great.
Yeah, we're thrilled.
Well, Kelly, I have to admit that I wish that there was no need for hospitals anywhere. I wish that everybody was happy and healthy, but I am so glad that there's skilled hands and hearts that are at your hospital. Tell me again, speaking of services, about the different services that you have available at your Bluffton campus that perhaps they can get there, that you also maybe have on Hilton Head, but also just in Bluffton.
The Bluffton Medical Campus has a full-service diagnostic imaging, so all the imaging modalities that you need, you can have at that location. Imaging for women, including mammography and ultrasound, CT scanner. There's a 16-slice CT scanner, a ultrasound, X-ray, nuclear medicine, which is something that is really only in that market and here at the hospital, and the laboratory, so you can walk in and have your blood drawn. We have rehab services as well for adult and pediatrics, physical, speech, occupational therapy at that location, in a big, beautiful new gym for both areas. The Breast Health Center, our nationally accredited Breast Health Center, that is the new home with Dr. Virginia Herman, and the way that was designed so that it is aligned with the imaging services. So the Dr. Herman's office is right next door to our breast imager's office. So
they can be more convenient.
They can collaborate, which is awesome. Coastal has their wound care center. They moved their hyperbaric chambers out of the hospital to make room for their new OB service. So really, it's a one-stop shop. We're offering health screenings, support groups, seminars, all in that one location. So we're thrilled.
Wow.
Yeah.
You mentioned before that it is one stop, you mentioned. What physician offices and specialties are available at your building, and are they accepting new patients?
They are accepting new patients. We want new patients to come to that location. People are moving into Bluffton every day. So primary care is so important. We have a growing primary care practice out there. We're adding another doctor soon in the next couple of weeks, Dr. Barbarito, so people will start seeing information about her accepting new patients. Female doctor too, which so many of us women want, and so she's going to be there. Our 2 orthopedic surgeons, Dr. Johnson, Dr. Scott, who have an office there and on the island. They're busy. And again, the convenience, they can send their patients, to imaging for, an x-ray of a fracture, and then if they need therapy, upstairs to therapy. We have an endocrinologist, Dr. Shank. He was very needed in the community. That was a need that we searched and were able to fulfill. Again, and then OB, such a strong service line for Coastal at the moment. The OB physicians are on the 2nd floor, so they are seeing patients Bluffton, Beaufort, and then we have a doctor here on Hilton Head. So they're all on the 2nd floor who are seeing patients, whether it's OB or gynecology. So all those doctors.
There's babies everywhere, so I'm sure they're busy.
Right.
And the location
Yes.
that you guys have is so good because
Right.
it's right, if you don't know,
Very
it's a huge
centrally
building
located.
right in front of Publix on
Correct.
Baylor Drive, right?
Right, yes.
And it's right across from Westbury Park
Yep.
and Belfair and all these great neighborhoods. So, if you don't know where it is,
Yeah.
ride
It's
not
by
hard to
Publix.
find.
Right. We hear people coming up from like Hampton Hall. How convenient. They just
Yeah.
zip out down Bluffton Parkway, hang a left onto Buck Island Road, and
you're
they're
right there.
They're right there. Yeah.
There's a
so-
ton
We've
of
read
neighborhoods.
recently about a new service that you could make an appointment at the emergency room here in Hilton Head. What's that all about?
Yeah, that is it's unique. It's for non-life-threatening emergencies. So if you're having an emergency, you want to call 911.
Right.
But this is, I'm a mother and I have a 5-year-old, and my child may spike a fever on a Sunday night and or fall in, and I don't want to wait in the emergency department. So I can get out my smartphone and Google Hilton Head Hospital emergency department, and it's called in quicker. And there are designated times where a person can make an appointment for the emergency department, again, for non-life-threatening situations, and be seen. So our staff here in the ER receives a page and a phone call, knowing that somebody's made an appointment. They can look it up, see what's going on, and expect them when they show up in the emergency department.
That's
Wow,
huge,
that's amazing.
especially
Yeah.
for little
Yeah,
people
right.
and elderly too.
Right,
'cause
it is.
Especially if someone's immune compromised, you don't want them sitting
Right.
in the ER with a bunch of
yeah.
Yeah.
Or if my mother lived here and I
Right.
knew I needed to bring her to the ER. So, that it's just a convenient service. So
That's definitely
yeah,
a
it's
game
great.
changer too.
And then real quickly, you mentioned it a couple times, but Coastal Carolina, out by the
Yes,
interstate, is
yes.
now delivering babies.
They will be July 1st.
Okay,
They're
July
so
1st.
excited to be able to start delivering babies again at their hospital. They're expected to deliver close to 800 annual. It's a lot of babies. So they're geared up. They're excited. We've added new jobs at that hospital for this. So it's great news for the community.
That's
A
awesome.
lot of growth
Yeah, for sure.
in many ways.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And stay with us. We'll be right back with more 843 TV.